There, the big don't argue. Get off me, he says. Clear the tarmac. It's takeoff time.
Media Vintage Sports Network presents Play-by-Play Podcast with Jordan Hughes.
Alrighty, welcome in Nrlw picks and preview. And after long last, the dream team is back together. Jordan Hughes with you. And
it's me, King! And for today's episode, I'll be sitting right here because I've missed you.
Oh, I missed you too, brother.
We're going to do the potty from here.
This is fucking real good. This is great content.
Bro, I missed you.
Get off me.
No.
How are you, mate?
Man, I've missed you.
I missed you too. It's been 2
Great to
weeks.
see you,
It's
my
been
guy.
tough. Yeah, well, I've tried to book last week. You've been too busy for me.
You know, you booted me off yesterday. I was actually pretty offended. You booted me off yesterday for the old Levi sisters. Didn't ya?
No, that was what
You cancelled me.
No, you can't do night times. I was
You
working.
Levi sisters got me couch.
Yeah, you've been outshined by the big dogs, eh?
Yeah, they did make the Olympics.
They did. Mate, it's great to see you. How's everything going? Oh, High Rocks, rugby.
Busy.
Yep.
Last week was Brisbane High Rock straight into a footy game. Tight contest too. Now we're into the finals. So
How good you made the top four?
it's top five make
Top five.
finals. So
Random.
yeah, we are top four actually.
Yeah.
I think.
Well done, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Good.
Yeah. What about you? How you going?
Good, mate. Busy. A lot of footy. We love
Busy.
This. Yeah, we should love this.
At
We love
least
that.
you got time for a fresh haircut.
Fresh cut. Yep.
Fantastic.
All right, let's move on with this.
No more catch ups.
Well, people want to hear the picks, you know. But it's
Great
good
to see you first. It's been a while, my guy.
We will keep it going to finals footy.
All right, that's right.
Let's talk about last week's round. Any moments that caught your eye, my friend?
Yes, definitely. So there was two. Was the Storm over Penrith?
Hectic.
And Nathan Cleary just got injured or whatever, and then the
Shoulder.
Storm win by 2. Ooh, they needed the Iceman for that.
They did.
And then also the Dogs form. They just smoked the Dolphins.
I got that as well. Yeah. So the Dogs, are they the real deal in 24, mate? Is that what we're looking at?
They are the real
It's
deal.
crazy.
Yeah, they're on
Crichton,
a
mate.
mad momentum. Captain Crichton.
Yes. Also for me, the Knights Sharks thriller. That on
Ooh, that was
Sunday night.
close.
That was good. Thoughts on the these blocker rules?
You know, the rules change every time. The ones that I do call, it's the opposite anyway. So.
Yeah, it was a bit of a shit
It's
show.
not that hard. And I hate how they slow it down in slow-mo to everything.
Yeah, they always slow it down.
I don't know.
Anyway, let's get into it. NRL round 25. Finals footy just a few weeks away now. It gets started with the Tigers taking on the Manly Seagulls. $5.20 are the Tigers, $1.17 are the Seagulls.
My notes do not say dog shit Rezzies Tigers. It says young side. They're a young side.
Tigers.
Yeah,
they won
Tigers.
last week, though.
Yeah, they did actually against the Rabbits.
Yep.
What doing?
Without
that
the trail,
was
mate.
disappointing.
Without the trail.
Yeah, but look at Manly. You've got Tommy Turbo, of course, and look at each side on the wings for a try out there. Hopewadi and Saab. It's just what Tommy does. Tommy, Saab, Hopewadi, and they'll beat the Tigers.
I'm glad the Tigers won a game. I am happy with that. They needed something. The line is 15.5. So the favourites won the last 10 between these two matchup. Manly have covered the last 6 matches. And Tommy Turbo has scored in his last 8 matches when Manly have been a favourite.
Legend.
So Manly do an absolute job here.
Yeah, let's do it.
Turbo score, and that probably will cover that 15.5.
I love that. Tommy's a try scorer.
Yeah, I reckon could be like a 42-6, just demolish them.
Yeah, let's do it. They're in good form too. They look good.
They are, yes. All right, let's go to across the ditch now. The Warriors at Shaun Johnson Stadium, renamed for the last
round.
dance for the big dog. $2.55 are the Wires, $1.53 are the Dogs. The line's 5.5.
Well, the first thing, if you go by previous performances, Warriors cannot play at home.
They struggle.
They just cannot.
Yeah.
On the other side of it, they've got Metcalf in the halves, Johnson, Chance, Aiden Fanua. So they actually have a solid team.
This is a milestone game too. It's it's tough to pick.
It's so crazy because they cannot play at home. They just cannot.
Weird, isn't it?
But, it's Johnson, last game, so they could really step up. He could have a blinder. But also, look at the Dogs' form.
Yeah.
I'm going with the Dogs here. And I'm looking for Bronson Cherry. He's been scoring. And outside, Crichton is Carraz. Carraz keeps scoring on the
He's
outside
finding some
there.
meat, isn't he?
He is.
So, New Zealand have won the last 10 of 11 versus teams on a winning streak. 9 of 10 Dogs matches have gone under the total points. Addo Carl scored a try in his last 5 games versus the Warriors. And the Dogs have scored between 11 to 20 points in their last 4 matches against New Zealand.
That's good.
So that sort of gives you an idea of, I guess, over and under sort of setup. I'm going to go the Warriors. Milestone game. Shaun Johnson. Fairy tale. Wires get it done. Just.
Very nice. So I'm not going against that because that's pretty good.
Yeah.
So Johnson can do it. The Warriors can do it. They should do it. But I'm just going with
Dogs,
the Dogs.
they're red hot, aren't they?
They are. Dogs.
Let's see how that pans out. Let's go to the Broncos and the Eels, two sides that are really struggling this season. $1.35 the Bronx, $3.20 are the men from Parramatta. The line is 9.5.
Ooh, 9.5 to Bronx.
Yeah, a lot of points there.
Look, I'm not a fan of this match. Both have been out of form.
Yuck.
No Mam, no Walsh for the Bronx. Where are they going to get tries? They do have Cobbo back on the wing. They've got Staggs and Dean Mariner can find some meat. On the other side, Eels, they're consistent. They're not consistent. Yeah. What are the Eels?
Lost.
So, yeah, lost, exactly. So, I'll be looking at that. If they are going to score, it'll be Sivo at that left edge.
Scored the first try in the last 3 of 5 versus Brisbane.
There we go.
So, Chuck will sprinkle on the first try scorer.
Yep. Maybe him and even Russell at the other edge.
Yep.
They both can score. Or I'm just looking at Cobbo for a try, something like that.
Yeah, okay. Broncos have failed to cover the last 7 at Suncorp Stadium. Where'd you lean on picks-wise?
I've got either team to win 1 to 12, but I'll be with the Bronx.
Bronx. Yeah, I just think just because they're at home, I think they get it done. But I do like the Eels plus at 9.5. It'll be close, I think.
Yeah, Broncos have not been that good.
Average. All right, let's go to the capital. The Raiders taking on the Panthers. $3.20 are the men from Canberra. $1.35 the Panthers. 9.5 is the line. Panthers off that loss last week. No Cleary. Do they respond?
Well, you got to look at the Raiders, and they were pretty atrocious last week. They're trying to fight for a top 8 spot, and they lost 42-4.
They're playing terribly.
Yeah, and then Penrith, they've actually been on a roll, but yeah, they did lose Cleary. Then they lost the match against Melbourne, but Melbourne are pretty good. I do like Penrith do have Dylan Edwards. You know, he was back last week, back this week. I don't think they can lose with Dylan Edwards in the team.
Yeah, too classy. The Panthers have covered the last 7 following a loss. The Panthers won their last 9 as a favourite versus Canberra, and the last 5 being by 13 plus.
Oh, clean.
Yeah, so all the numbers there point towards the Panthers in a clinic, and I think that's the way it would go. Panthers to win, Panthers 13 plus, Panthers minus a 9.5.
Beauty.
That's how I see it. Try scorers, you say? Oh, Edwards.
If anyone's going to score, probably Edwards or something like that.
He finds a way through. What's his name? Turu?
Turuva.
Yeah, Turuva.
Turunuva.
Yeah, he's gone.
Turabulanuva.
Yeah, finds a way through that guy.
Yeah, he does.
This one should be a crack as well. The Storm in Melbourne against the Dolphins. $1.16 the Storm. $5.40 outsiders are the men from Redcliffe. 15.5 is the line. Dolphins are poor last week as well.
15.5, that's pretty ridiculous.
A lot of points.
This is the old Melbourne versus the new Melbourne. True. You know, you've got all the players, the Bromwiches, Kafusi. So I'm looking at actually a good game here.
I agree.
I do like Storm's winning form. They're first on the ladder. They've been continuously winning. They're proven to be a tier above.
Yeah.
Dolphins actually are playing decent footy, but they just are not consistent for the whole 80. So I'll be looking at Storm to get the dub here. Yeah, they're just a level above.
They are. So the Dolphins, they've covered the last 5 as an underdog following a loss. The Hammer has scored in his last 4 versus teams that are in the top 4. Bostock, our man, has scored in the last 5 of 6 interstate games.
Solid.
He's just the man. And 6 or 7 Dolphins matches as an underdog has been decided by 6 or less. So I think it's Storm, but I think it's Storm 1 to 12.
Yeah, that's cool. And if they've got that minus 15, is it?
Yeah, Storm Dolphins plus
Dolphins
15.
plus the 15. That's solid.
Yeah, I reckon that because Wayne Bennett's side, last year they were terrible. They'll look to respond, but will it be enough? I'm not
versing
sure.
their old teammates, they do play well.
Yeah, so if you like a bit of value, Dolphins at $5.40, worth a sprinkle, my friend.
That's huge. I just can't trust that Pangai won't get sent off.
Yeah.
He's getting sent off for Dolphins this one, I reckon.
Okay, there you go. There's a market for that.
He puts money on
Yeah,
that.
we should.
What, $1.10?
Yeah, with Dolphin Storm in a close one for us. I'll go Bostock for a try, Hammer for a try, and the Pap finds a way through as well.
Nice.
Lovely. The Rabbits and the Newcastle Knights. Rabbitohs $2.75. The Knights $1.46. The line is 7.5. Obviously, the Bunnies last week were abysmal, and Knights just lost in that tough encounter. How do we see it playing out, Bob?
Yeah, look at the Rabbits. They've just been under scrutiny this whole back end. No Cody Walker now. And Latrell with his situation. It's just the club's in a bad spot, bad footy. That's what you're going to get. But the Knights haven't been on a win streak or nothing really either. They're pretty shit footy.
Yeah.
So I'm not looking forward to this game, but I do think that the Knights will get the dub here. I'm going to look at just off Ponga. Ponga's probably the only.
Good.
Yeah, Ponga's the only one I want to step up, and then they might get the win against Rabbits at their home, 1-12.
Okay, so Souths have covered the last 6 home games. The Knights have won the last 8 as an away favourite. Damien Cook scored his last 3 tries versus the Knights, and Dane Gagai scored his last 3 of 4 away games. Knights to win for me. Knights minus 7.5. Gagai to score.
Gagai's old club too.
Yeah.
He'll do it.
It'll be juiced up.
Good pick.
Fired for it. All right, let's go to the Titans. $5. The Roosters $1.18. 15.5 is the line. Can we discuss the Titans, mate?
I've got a question for you.
It's just sad, isn't it?
I've got a question for you. On 2:00 on Sunday, will you come with me to the Titans versus the Roosters?
I would love to, but I'll be working. You know I work weekends, mate. Footy, mate.
That's my 500th rejection from you.
Yeah, sorry. Maybe next week.
Anyway, what's up with the Titans?
What are they doing, mate? They just fucking suck.
That You just got to shake your head.
I'm just so upset. It was Kieran Foran's 300 last week, and they dished up
What, did he turn 300?
pretty much, and they dished up nothing. Poof. Dragons like that one, did you?
No good, eh? Just
Yeah,
disappointing.
It's just a shame. So the Roosters won the last 10 versus the Gold Coast. Yeah.
Always high scoring. Look out for the Roosters, though. This is what's exciting. Is it Hargraves' last season 2?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, they're in flying form. They're like cracking that top tier as well, just the way they've been playing footy. Titans are inconsistent. They can step up. They might not. They might. And especially against Roosters, I'm pretty sure it's always high-scoring game.
Yep.
I'm looking out for Daniel Tupou out wide and Dom Young to get a try, but I think Roosters are too strong. Their bench with Spencer Leniu off the bench is just nasty. Tyrell May,
Yes.
they're nasty.
They are very nasty. Definitely take the over here, total points. I reckon a lot of points. Dry track, Saturday afternoon, plenty of points. I might take the Titans plus the 50.5. They'll show something.
Ew.
Keep it within the... I know.
Ugh.
I know.
Ugh.
Yeah. Do it one more time.
Ugh.
Okay. Yeah, Roosters too good for me. I'll go Philip Sami for a try, and I'll go Dommy Young.
Sami, Youngie.
Yeah.
Young outside of mine who got 3 last week or something like that in the wet.
Unreal. So Roosters too good for us. Titans to cover for me. Dragons versus the Sharkies has finished around 25. $2.30 are the Dragons. $1.62 the Sharks.
Well, look at the Dragons. They're in the top 8, the 8th, or just fighting for the top 8.
Yep.
So that's pretty decent. They're actually playing decent footy.
They
Decent forwards. Tom Eisenhower for 13 and DeBellin. I like them.
Mm-hmm.
With the Sharks, they're scraping the top 4. They're 4th right now, and they're still scraping the top 4. They don't have Nico Hines. They've still got Atkinson and Trindle.
Yeah.
But they've been scoring from that right to left shape with Mulatalo down the wing.
Mm-hmm.
So look out for Mulatalo to get a try, and I'll be leading with Sharks just by their form. They're better than Dragons. They shouldn't lose.
Correct. So Sharks have won the last 8 versus the Dragons as well. The Sharks have failed to cover, though, the last 7 of 8 as a favourite. Last 4 matches between these two have gone over the total points. I reckon a bit of a shootout, points-wise.
I like that.
So take the over, but Sharks do good for me.
Nice. And what was the line?
3.5. So close. But Sharks
clean.
should
I'd
cover
take
that.
Sharks. Yeah, sure.
I agree. So there is NRL round 25. We'll touch on a bit of NRLW as well, heading to round 5 action. Yeah, we will, mate.
Oh, sweet.
What have you made of it so
I've
far?
got so much of my notes.
It's pretty even, this comp so far.
To be honest, I've been so busy.
I know, but there's been a lot of Cowboys at Titans last week, Dragons beat the Knights.
Did they?
Yeah.
Interesting. Oh, yeah, I did see that.
Yeah.
I was like, how Titans lose
11-10.
Crazy.
Wild. We'll just give you some quick picks here.
All right.
Eels, Knights. Do you want the odds as well?
Knights. Yeah, I'm going with... No, I don't need the odds.
Okay.
You can name them. I'm going for the Knights.
Raiders, Cowboys.
No, I want to hear what you're...
Oh, sorry. I go Knights.
Yeah, I'm mean too.
Raiders, Cowboys.
Let's go with the Raiders.
I go Cowboys.
Oh,
Titans, Roosters.
Titans need to get back.
Titans on a bounce back. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
is
agree.
Jess Surges
At
out
home.
as well for the Roosters? I've seen her with a
Oh,
little knee.
Oh, okay.
I think so.
There we go. Tigers, Bronx.
Oh, the Bronx.
Ufanga. Yes. Weapon. And the Dragons and the Sharks.
Sharkies.
I'll go Dragons upset.
Ew.
Yeah.
Nice, man.
There we go. NRLW round 5.
Yeah, that's done.
How good.
How good was that? We're pretty similar too.
I like it. So there we are. We are back, and we vow to stick with each other till the end of the season. I apologise for the lacklustre lately.
Geordie's been leaving me hanging, guys.
Well, we still got the picks out
Did you
there
get a
for people.
girlfriend?
Fucking don't be ridiculous, mate. I'll leave that to you, brother.
Thank you.
So, NRL round 25, finals footy on the way. Final thoughts, throw us out, my man.
Well, first of all, we're playing this weekend, Saturday night.
Sorry, yeah.
5:30, semi-final against Runaway Bay at Southport. Come down and watch. We're here to light it up. The boys are going to turn it on.
You right centre? Left.
Right centre, baby.
Yep.
Saving all the tries. So we'll be
Good.
there.
Okay.
And what do you got planned for the weekend?
A little commentary. If you want to see my head, it'll be on Channel 9 on Sunday.
Oh, hey, congrats.
Thanks. That'll be good. It's a bit of
Celebrate your mates'
wins.
accomplishments.
Yeah, thank you.
I
Appreciate
love that.
Yeah, so just doing our thing. But in the meantime, let's win some money for the people.
Yes, sir. I'm going to send you some bets. We'll get them up there. Let's win.
I actually got some tips. I got some messages last week about how people backed my Cowboys picks. They cashed on that last week, and they backed your
solid.
What was it? The one game last week you cleaned up on?
There was a good one. I can't remember what it was.
It was a
though.
Friday or Saturday, but yes, I got a message about that.
Another one.
So the boys are getting results for the people.
Yes, sir. Let's do it this week. I'm back this week. Let's bet. Let's punt. Let's win. This is Jordan. That's him. That's me, the king. And we outie, my guy.
See you next week. Bye.